Okay.
Okay, cool. Where you living at? Where you at? You on the east side?
So what?
Are you on the east coast?
Yeah, Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida. Oh wow, you guys. I'm surprised you're wearing a mask right now over there in Florida.
Oh, I'm sick of these masks. But at the
Uh,
same time, we run a business, so
Right,
gotta
right,
get at least when at their business, you gotta keep the mask on.
right. Because I'm over here. I'm over here in California, and there's like 7,800 like vaccines that need to be given out over here on the West Coast. But that thing that happened up in Texas, like that whole winter,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
whole snow deal, kind of messed everything up. But yeah, man, it's crazy over here. But everything's getting a little bit better. You said it was you said a family owned business that you're part of.
Say what?
You're a part of a family owned business.
Yeah, my father, he got a clothing store that he done had down here in Miami. But at least I'm 30 years old. He done had this store for almost 30 years. You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
wow.
Like COVID helped him though. COVID helped him because at one point in time, the store was real slow. And when the COVID came around and they put everybody on lockdown, my old boy, he refused to go. He refused because like you got to pay your bills. So
Right.
point like shit, this is all that's open. So
Right.
all the women had to come here and shop before. And now they everything don't really slick died down. It's still like the spot to come shop at. Cause now, and not everybody really know about the stock spot.
Right. Hey, have you ever thought about even using your TikTok? Because your TikTok's you know you got a pretty good fan base. Even using TikTok to advertise your dad's clothing wear.
Yeah, I got I got a couple of videos on there about matter of fact some of them I'm actually in the store making TikToks and I got about like one two on that actually advertises the store.
Right.
That's
Well,
really what my goal is with TikTok to build up the fan base to really just broadcast what we have to offer.
right. Right. How is it? How is it living in Florida?
Huh?
How is it living in Florida?
I'm gonna be honest, you know what I'm saying. Me, I feel like not Florida, Miami
Or
Pacific,
Miami? Right.
Miami specifically. There's there's not another greater city. You know what I'm saying? This is like literally like the weather, one for one, the weather always warm. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Even though the weather could be bipolar, it could be real sunny one moment, then it'll start raining. But for the most part, the weather always warm. And this is a city where everybody party at. Well,
Right.
literally everybody down here, we will find any reason to party. We don't care what it is. Monday through next Monday, there's a party going on. If you ain't want to go to the party, you already know the beach ain't nothing but what 20-30 minute drive away. Go
Right.
down there, go to a nice little restaurant, go get your son to eat, go walk the beach with your girl or with your partners or whatnot. This is a city. There's no such thing as being bored down here.
Right.
You can't be bored down here. There's too much money down here.
Right. Absolutely.
That why like growing up in Miami, it's a fun city, but it's also a dangerous city too. Because like once you come across that bridge, you hit Overtown, Liberty City, Miami. You know what I'm saying? Brown, Soap, Block, a thing like that. Those really trendy. Those the areas about Miami that people really don't know about. Some people know about it because of the rock game. You got Trip Daddy, Trainer, people like that. For the most part, when people outside of the state of Florida, when they see Miami, they think of the beach, they think of the condos, they think of the hotels, jet skis, and boats. That's not Miami. That's not Miami. No fugazi ass niggas probably don't slick don't even like real Miami's down there.
Right.
Them tourists is down there. That's not real people. Miami people from Miami. People that's really born and raised in Miami. We come from the trenches. Like I wish I could flip this screen and show you like this is Miami. This is Miami. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I say, it's dangerous, but at the same time, it is what it is. You want to have fun. It's the place to be.
Right. Do you think a lot of drugs go throughout Miami?
Do I think a lot of what?
A lot of drugs go through the poverty cities of Florida and stuff, like especially like Miami.
Maybe, maybe not. I'm not for this. No, I don't sell drugs. You know, I'm not go sit here and like everybody know the history for Miami. Everybody know
Right.
the built off of drug money. Even the beach, that area was built off of drug. Everybody know that. But
Right.
like I said, I just got out. So what's going on today? I don't know. I don't know. Since I've been on, I basically go to work, go home. If I go out, I might go down to the beach. I might go to Hard Rock Casino Hotel and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I stay out the way.
Right. Right. I feel that. All right, Charles, for the people that don't know you, I just want to say I appreciate you for coming on my podcast, bro. It's a smaller channel, but I'm gonna hopefully in the next couple months it gets to a higher platform.
Yeah.
Because people like you come on my page, and my viewers love to hear your story, etc. So like I said, I appreciate you for coming on. And for the people that don't know you, you want to give them a little background of who you are, how you were raised, how you were brought up.
Alright. Like I already started out to like I said, y'all already know I'm from Miami. You know, I really come from a good family. You know what I'm saying? Both my parents. You know what I'm saying? Three sisters, one brother. It's five of us. I'm the middle child. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I come from a good family. But what I still wrong at in my life, my youth growing up, was like I say, people could be a product of their environment. You know what I'm saying? If they allow themselves to get sucked in.
Right.
And I was one of the ones that allowed themselves to get sucked in. Because even though I came up with a good family, like I said, this Liberty City, Miami. You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm from. This is where I'm born and raised at. So outside of my family and things like that. Hello, welcome, Mr. Black. Outside of my family, how we were raised. You got, when you look at the schools and the environment that I was put around around nothing but street niggas. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So even though I was a kid in middle school and things like that, and I got the type of background that I come from, the type of friends that I accumulated growing up, I was associated with growing up. Everybody was in the streets. So as a child, they don't know no better, and with two parents that work every day, all day, so they really not really there to keep close eye over me. I ended up in the streets before they eye could blink. I wound up in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So no, like I said, as time went on, that was my mentality. That was my that's the type of lifestyle I came accustomed to. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The streets, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, hey, that
So
basically that's what it was.
right. It's kind of you get two options. I mean, you join. I mean, in reality, you join a gang or you get into sports or something. You know what I mean? Or you can be that 1%, 2%, go to college, graduate, whatever.
But see, another thing about when you say the gang thing, like you got gangs down here in Miami, but let me tell you something, that gangs ain't hit Miami till late 2000s, like '08 to '09. Let me tell you
Right.
about Miami. Always been a territorial city. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that really born and raised in city, like gangs, the gangs that we had growing up were neighborhood gangs. Niggas from their neighborhood, they formed their own gang. You feel what I'm saying? According to the name of the projects or the street, the block they from. You know what I'm saying? But as far as those real nationwide gangs like Bloods, Crips, and stuff like that, we didn't have that coming up in my generation. We didn't have that.
Right.
That didn't come into effect until '08, '09. By that time, I was like 17 years old. I was on my way to prison then.
Right.
I was on my way to prison then, but actually coming up, wasn't no Bloods, no Crips. You know what I'm saying? Not even though we got them now, that's not a Miami culture thing. That's not our culture. That's not how Miami was raised. No, that's something that Miami was laid on. The
Right.
game. No, Miami was always a territory city. You and your homeboys from your projects, this, that, and the third. Y'all niggas link. Then you got the other game, when niggas link up, they say, look, we for to sit up this trap, this, that, and the third, this what we call. I said, such and such. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That, Miami was always been a territorial type city. Gangs is, that's, like I say, it's down here. You know what I'm saying? You see it, but even for the most part, Miami just, we just, it's a different lifestyle now. It's different, we different culture.
It's more. I would say it's more of a family like unity. Would you say, kind of right in a
Yeah,
way?
yeah. In a way, because even though regardless of how long you been knowing each other, when you did it with the streets, niggas shit get shiesty around this bitch.
Right. I feel that. Hey, how do you feel about?
For the most part, yeah, it's like a family thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from their hood is who they fuck with.
Right. Hey, how do you feel about Kodak being released?
I couldn't hear you.
How do you feel about Kodak being released? You think he's a clone?
Say what?
How do you feel about Kodak being released?
I mean, let me tell you something about me. I don't know. I already know I don't know Kodak. I'm not from Broward. You know what I'm saying? None of that. But the same, I'm a fan of his music. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy that he released, because me myself going through the system myself, man. Listen, that's something I don't want on my worst enemy to be
Right.
behind the walls. You know what I'm saying? That's to me. I know prison is like the next thing to death. You know what I'm saying? It's like, cause when you behind the walls, it's like the world don't even know who you is. Everybody know who
Right.
Kodak is because he's Kodak. But for the most part, when you behind the walls, man, it's like you just there.
Right.
It become a whole nother. Become a whole nother world to you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how people view things like when you're in prison, when you're on the compound, you can look at the compound like this is the free world. When you go to the hole, you in jail. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You go to thinking like that, system don't took over you.
Right.
System don't took over you. But like, I'm glad he home. I'm glad he home, because that's something I don't want to see you against for no man. I don't care how lame you is, how real you is. White, black, Mexican, Hispanic, what background you come from, none of that. Prison system is something I don't want to see on no man. I wish that on no man, man.
Hey Charles, I salute you. I salute you for that, especially because I feel like a lot of these people on TikTok, especially, they tell these prison stories like, oh, um, how to charge your phone in prison, how to do this in prison, how to do that in prison, kind of like idolizing it in a way, and like normalizing prison, um, to these people that don't know anything about prison and what actually goes down behind the scenes, etc. But I actually interviewed um, a friend of mine named James,
Mm-hmm.
very successful dude. He did 15 years in California penitentiary, and he isn't for that. He does not like really talking about prison and all that stuff. He doesn't even actually mention Top Ramen noodles, and he's like, bro, I will never touch that again. So it's like, I feel like these people that are talking about prison so much on their platforms, um, they weren't really about it. You know what I mean? And people like you, Charles, like you're hard grounded, you're humbled. I mean, you're in your dad's business. You're successful, and you're a busy dude. Like, you don't have time for that. You don't want to talk about that because just like what you're saying right now, like prison isn't the way to go. You know what I mean?
Like, okay, let me tell you, like, I can't speak on nobody else's perception on life. You know what I'm saying? The other dudes that you mentioned, or people that be on TikTok kind of glorifying prison. I can't speak on them. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this, because I want for one, let me get this understood. I was locked up in the state of Georgia. Even though I'm from Miami, I moved to Georgia when I was 16. When I was 17, I caught my charge and I was gone in. I did my time in the state of Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And Georgia prison system, don't get me wrong. Georgia prison system, they had some prisons where it's really biting. You go down there, you could lose your life, but you also have a lot of prisons in the state of Georgia where it's easy time, to make it more understandable for people out here in the freeway. It's easy time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, huh? Yeah, I heard somebody was just yelling or something. I don't know, but and the reason I say that because I've been to 4 different prisons throughout my 12-year bid. 2 of them one of them really was sweet. The other one was sweet, not because it was an easy time doing prison, but because of the fact that it was a lot of money at this prison. So for the most part, if you got into anything at that prison, you got in any trouble, somebody tried to kill you or anything like that, it's because you're playing with somebody's money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas was in at that prison really on some kid trying to hurt, just thugging for no reason type shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was really getting money at this prison. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, for the most part, with me being in those 2 different prisons and it being sweet like that, it was a lot of touchscreen phones there. So I was still able to interact through Instagram, Facebook, and things like that. So even though I was locked up, I was, I still got a bit of taste of social media in the world.
Right.
So I feel like, and the reason I'm saying this is because people that probably be on the platform, they talk about prison and third. I don't know what the prison they was locked up in, but I know if they was anywhere outside of the state of Georgia, their time probably wasn't as easy as mine. You know what I'm saying? They probably was at one of those prisons where, they really had to fend for their life. But to come out and just glorify that, to me, it's nothing to glorify. It's something to stand on because you went through that and you made it home alive. Like a lot of my homeboys down here be saying, they be saying that shit. They be like, bro, you went to another state and did your stretch, boy. You made it back. You made it back. And I be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's something like I did that. But it's not something for me to be glad and glorify glorify that shit. Hell no, because at the end of the day, I lost my late teens to that shit. I lost all my 20s to the system. So I came home at 29, 6 months before I turned 30. I'm 30 years old now, you know what I'm saying? I lost all my 20s and my late teens to the system. So no, I don't glorify that shit. No, I hate that I had to go through that shit. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand on it. I'm going to stand on it because I did that. I went through it. It was part of my life. You know what I'm saying? And it also saved my life. You know what I'm saying? Some things I'm not going to get into, but I feel like, if it weren't for prison, I probably wouldn't be here speaking today, period.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I do feel like prison's kind of saved my life. You know what I'm saying? But,
what are some of the how did you manage to survive in the Georgia prison?
How did I manage to survive? Basically, I'm gonna give it to you like how it is in the Georgia system. Real niggas survive. Fuck niggas catch hell. I see it. Real niggas survive. Fuck niggas catch hell. And I said it because let me tell you something. When you come into this Georgia prison system, whether you're at one of those biting camps with hitting hard, or you're at one of those sweet camps where ain't nothing going on. One thing about it, man, when you come through and you let it be known that you a man, you ain't no hoe, you ain't with the bullshit, ain't going for nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Niggas ain't go too tough fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? It's not all those stories you hear. Nigga come through the very first day. Nigga got a whoop with a bump me.
Right.
I don't know about nobody else, but I ain't had to go through that.
Right.
I ain't had no nigga pull up on me with the bullshit. My first day walking through no cell.
Right.
Walking through the cell, those. I ain't had to go through that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, real talk, when I was 18 years old, I got locked when I was 17. By the time I hit the prison system, I was 18 years old. I came in the system on some bullshit. Like, literally, I came through the door with the mentality like, I'm the one that's gonna be on the fuck with me. I'm the one that's gonna be running up on you niggas with the bullshit type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Like my first week, niggas already knew in the dorm I was in. Were like, man, that young nigga that right there crazy. Yeah, nigga, that crazy. What the fuck wrong with him? Because I came in on the bullshit.
Right.
Came in, I said to myself, nigga, I had a thug life mentality. the crackers done gave me 12 years mandatory. In Georgia, when you catch an armed robbery, it's considered one of the deadly sins. So your time is mandatory. If they give you 10, you got to do 10 years to the door. You got to do 12, 15, 20, whatever it is, you got to do that to the door. So I knew off the muscle, I got 12 years. I'm not getting out until 2020. So it is what I'm coming in here. Ain't nobody go tell me what to do. Ain't nobody go fuck over me. None of that. If anything, matter of fact, nigga, I'm finna go fuck over some more niggas because I'm not even from this state.
Right.
I'm not even from the straight, so I'm not even finna give no nigga a chance to try me because I'm gonna be the one to try y'all niggas first.
Right,
So
right.
that's how I came in when I was 18 years old. So off the most, ain't nobody ever came to me with the bullshit. Not saying I ain't never got into no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like my first 5 years, I was at a prison called Dooley, Sweet Dooley. Anybody that been locked up in the state of they'll tell you that's a nickname with Dooley, Sweet Dooley. You know what I'm saying? I was in a hole one time. My dad and my mom, one of them called down to the prison, hers and hoes. Is anybody not fucking with me trying to fuck with my child? And people tell who? Charles Hooks. Man, if anybody need to worry about Charles Hooks fucking with their child. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I came in, I was on the bullshit.
Right.
So, you know, these stories, I hear them all the time. These stories about, when you come into prison, you got to put your mat down and your bunk mate this down a third. Count. That shit count. Like I said, I can't speak on no other state. I'm speaking on the state of Georgia, prisons I've been to. That shit count.
Right.
That shit count. Only thing is, when the thing about prisons, when it come your way, handle your business like a man, and niggas ain't gonna fuck with you. Niggas ain't fuck. You got your gang members who probably go jump on you, but yo, I done been through that too. I done been through that situation. I had gang members try me and jump on me. You feel what I'm saying? But guess what? When it was over, I pulled back up with the bullshit. And after I pulled back up on the bullshit, like I let them know, nigga, I'm with the smoke too. I want all the smoke too. After that, yo, them niggas will fuck with me.
Right.
They were fucking with me the long way. Nigga came at me sideways once. One of their own came at me sideways. They went and pulled up on him and fucked him over for fucking with me. Because they already know, that young nigga ain't no hoe. That young nigga ain't no pushover, you feel? So they ain't gonna be fucking with him just because he's a civilian. He ain't no gang member. You feel? So when they came to me, they tried me. I stood my ground, and when it was over, I pulled back up on them with the smoke again. And never since then, no nigga wouldn't fuck with me at all.
Right, right.
And because them one, like I say, real niggas survive. Fuck niggas get fucked over. They pull up on you with the bullshit. You loud on niggas to try you with the bullshit. They gonna keep trying you with the bullshit. They gonna keep trying. They gonna keep taking your commissary. Don't get no phone. Don't get no phone because they either gonna take that phone or they gonna put you on the distortion. They gonna put you on the distortion. They gonna have your phone more than you.
Right.
They gonna have your phone more than you. You know what I'm saying? Everything you get, they gonna be trying to take it from you. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I went into the prison thinking that type of way, so I knew not to let niggas try me like that. Like I said, I just came in with that mentality. I'm on that thug life shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need Cracker gave me all this time, so I'm coming in there with the bullshit. I'm not stuck what nobody else got going on. I know what I got going on. I'm coming in there to punch a couple niggas in their mind. I'm coming there to come take me a couple niggas shit. You feel? So I'm coming in to represent Dade County.
Right, right.
I'm from Georgia. I'm from Dade County. I'm from Miami. I'm coming in there to show you how we rock down here, how niggas
Right.
live down here. That's how I came in the system.
That's
That's how
right.
I came in the system. So that's why I feel like I never had that issue, when I was locked up with the whole, with the whole people coming at me sideways.
Right, right. Do you think, hey Charles, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, do you think the system has failed the black community in a way?
You mean like the prisons? Well, I don't know if you're talking about the prison system or just the system in general, but the way I look at it, it is rigged. It's set up.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why I say that. You know what I'm saying? For one, like I said, I was locked up in Georgia. So when you think about the Georgia law, it got several deadly sins. All right? The several deadly sins. Rape.
Hey, you're lagging, Charles. You're lagging a little bit, brother.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Yeah, you're lagging a little bit.
All right, hold on. Let me go in my car.
This good. This is good. Hey, Charles, you're doing great, bro. This is good. I'm listening. I'm getting educated right now.
my thing, what I feel like, reason I feel like it system is rigged. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, they got the laws set up where it's certain laws that they know only black people in the black community go catch. You know what I'm saying? Well, or majority of the black people in the people in the black community would catch like drug offenses. You know what I'm saying? All robbery, murders, and things like that. And it's the law is set up for those guys to go to prison. Who people who catch charge go to prison and catch a whole bunch of time. Why is you know what I'm saying? Why they got to set up like that? Think about it. Who is catching all these drug offenses? Who is catching all these murder cases? Who is catching all these armed robbery cases? Black people.
Mm-hmm.
Black people. You know what I'm saying? They catch these charges. We gonna put a whole bunch of time behind these charges and send the ass up the road for a long time, get them off the street. And now, when you find you don't been gone so long that when you finally come out the street, like I say, I was blessed. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I like to be Georgia, and I was in some prisons in Georgia where I was able to really have access to a lot of phones and be in touch with social media and get at least a little glimpse of what's still going on in the free world. That's why I was able to transition real good when I came out of prison. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I say, people they be going in the system for so long, they come back out here to a world that they don't know nothing about.
Right.
And you are and it's already set up where it's hard for them to even survive. Like you already know if you're a felon, it's hard for you to get a job. You know what I'm saying? Then they got these nice looking apartments, like like okay, for instance, they tore half of the poker beans down and built up some nice little high rises apartments. And they not expensive apartments. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in those apartments are on low income.
Right.
But guess what? You're a felon. You can't get low income.
Right.
You can't
Right.
get an apartment under low income.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
how I just been gone goddamn 10 years, 12 years, 15, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Hard for me to get a job. How the hell you gonna tell me I can't get low income?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How they go I can't get low income? You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I do feel like the system is rigged against the black community. You know what I'm saying? Because then you got all these, people that, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. You got these white, and I'm not racist at all. Let me go
I
get
know.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're good. No, you're
You got
speaking real.
a lot of white people nowadays. You got black people catching these charges, but back around the time I first time, you had a lot of people catching these fraud cases. They get 2-3 years. You got people catching these child molestation cases,
Mm-hmm.
catching 1-2 years. This man just touch a whole baby, just
Or
choke
getting let off.
a whole child off the muscle, and you go get this man 1-2-3 years in prison.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, and the thing is, like you said, like when being in the system and you pay attention to the people who got these cases, who have these type of charges. I mean, call it how you want to call it, but it's majority of the white people with these cases.
Right.
Saying that's who having these cases, and the violent crimes is majority blacks having these cases. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You saying I'm a violent individual, I don't belong on the streets because I robbed somebody. But this person right here who just touched his own daughter, that
Right.
ain't nothing, probably 4-5 years old. He could go back to the streets. He deserved to be on the streets. I don't understand that. I don't understand that theory. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that logic at all.
Something else. Hey.
Like,
Oh yeah. Go for it. You good?
go ahead.
I was about no. Go for it. I was about to say. I was about to say. Do you think money and wealth has a lot to do with the criminal justice system, like even sentencing and posting bail?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I ain't gonna speak on bail, but I feel like it does because for one, the prison systems make a certain amount of money off each inmate every day. For
Mm.
one. Now, me doing time, I have first they already ain't feeding you good food. They give you dinner at the bottom of the barrel. So they ain't paying nothing for the food. You know what I'm saying? They clothing they ain't giving you but three uniforms. 3 uniforms. And then when one of those uniforms mess up and you need another one, you got to go through all hell and high water just to get another uniform. You know what I'm saying? And when they do get you, there's gonna be an old one of what somebody else done wore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't probably worked on, fixed up, and gave it back, and gave it to you. So they not spending no money. They really not spending no money to house you, but they getting paid every day for each inmate in the system.
Oh yeah.
So think about it. If I'm gonna make this much money off this one inmate every day, and if I sentence him to 10 plus years, that's 365 days times whatever it is they get in each day for this inmate, and now you time that by 12 or 10 or however many years I don't sunk this man to the prison system. And when you get out of prison, you still gotta pay me a monthly fee. If you're on probation, you still gotta pay the state a monthly fee.
That restitution, right?
Exactly. No problem. It's like it's really is a money thing. Real money thing. Like I see all these stuff going on social media and celebrities get locked up and get away with certain shit. Is it a money thing? I don't know. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not rich. I'm not in a position. I can't speak on something that, you know, I have no knowledge of. I never been in those shoes. So I don't know how those shoes feel. I don't know if those shoes comfortable or they gonna hurt my feet.
Right. Right.
I never read those shoes. I can only speak on my experience. And with my experience, you know what I'm saying, the prison system is a money thing. Everything is about money. You know what I'm saying? From the commissary. The commissary. I come out of here by you know, you buy those same Roman noodle soups, you know what I'm saying, that they sell in prison out here on the streets. A case of those probably what? A couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? $4, $5. But but going there, you buy a whole case, it's like three times the price out here on the street. You know what I'm saying? Everything is high. And then it seems like every 6 to 7 months they going up on the prices of the commissary, of everything on the commissary. So what you might, well, at one point in time you go to the store for $60 and your whole locker box full. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now by the time prison, you go to the store for $60. Shit, you need to go put $60 on somebody else's book to fill that locker box up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just keep raising the prices on everything. And then they try to make it seem like they did us a favor, or we gonna give y'all some tablets in prison. The tablets ain't got no social media on it. Our parents or family member, whoever it is on the street that's dealing with us, they got to pay to send us email. They got to pay to send us little 30-second videos. We got to pay for all music on there. They got little exercise videos. You got to pay for those videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
But at the same time, it's like I say, it's a manipulation thing, because once you get it and you get so hooked to it, if it breaks or mess up, you like, damn boy, you don't forget how to do, even though you done did all this time without it, you don't forget how to do time without this tablet. So get what now? You want to get another one? It's $100. You go get a tablet that my little niece, who just turned 8, wouldn't even spit on. The tablet so bullshit. My little niece probably wouldn't even spit on that tablet, man.
Right.
My little niece been playing with iPads and tablets like that since she was about 4-5 years old. So the tablets that they gave us in prison, I get at her, she gonna be like, Uncle Charles, what this is? I don't want this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, everything in the prison is about money. It's about money. Every all that, how they got phones and all this stuff in there. You think them people don't know they got phones in there? You think people don't know they got cell phones and weed and cigarettes coming through their system? They know that shit.
It's the COs, right?
Yeah, they know this shit. They know, and they know how it's coming in up. Let me tell you, when I first got out of prison, 08, now first prison, when people used to get locked and get caught with cell phones, they used to take them to court for this, give them a real free real charge, and some people might catch probation. You know what I'm saying? Get what? And then they changed the law, because the judge used to tell them, like, these inmates can't go to Walmart and buy these phones.
Right.
They can't go to Metro PCS, AT&T, and go buy these phones that y'all catching these inmates with. So how are they coming in the prison system? If you ain't got the officer or whoever brought these inmates these phones, don't bring no more inmates back to my courtroom talking about a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Right then and there, they get what they started doing. Every time you get caught with a cell phone, it's $100 fine. Every
But
time you
are
get a cell phone.
but are they doing any investigations with the correctional officers or no?
They don't, hell no.
See, that's the issue. That's the
Hell no.
problem.
I mean, if a correction officer get caught, they get caught, they get fired. They finna go hire somebody else.
Right.
It's a recycle thing. It's a recycle thing. So it is what it is. Like it can't. First of all, it can't be stopped.
Right.
I don't see no way it could be stopped. Me myself, you know what I'm saying. But you know,
Do you think the system will even get in any better in any way? Even like 1% better, 2% better, something.
um,
Do you think they need less correctional officers and more mentors and rehabilitation programs? And
I
I mean, get rid of all the corrupted COs.
see now see that's where the trick come in. You know what I'm saying. And the reason I say it because me being locked up, you know what I'm saying, in the state of Georgia, prison is like it's a contradictory thing. Even though we know it's a money thing, even though we know it's corrupted, at the end of the day, an individual who doing 5, 10, 15, 20 years life in prison, you know what I'm saying? He don't care that it's corrupted. You know why? Because I know if I get this amount of money to pay these officers to bring me a cell phone, a lifeline that's gonna keep me in touch with my family every day. It's gonna keep me on social media, seeing what's popping in what's going on in the world every day. You know what I'm saying? I like to smoke weed. Get this crushing off, so this person says this amount of money to get these weed in, so I can smoke me some weed. Same thing with the cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know it's a money thing, this right here is what's making me do my time better.
Right, right. I see
You
what
feel
you're saying.
me? Nigga, I got life. You got people. Nigga, I got life in here. I'm gonna die in here. Some people accept that. They be like, I'm gonna die in here, so I'm gonna do my time to know the best I can.
Right,
If
right,
they're talking on the phone, smoking weed, cigarette, this, that, and the third, then hell, y'all need to get what they gonna say. Y'all need to hire some more officers that's willing to bring them in.
right, right. So yeah, I feel it. I see what you're saying.
It's a contradictory thing. It's a contradictory situation because even though it's corrupted and you do need more rehabilitation programs. Some prisons don't even have them. You know what I'm saying? Some prisons only have no certain classes. You get your GED, and after that, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Go through a little class, drug rehabilitation type class. Other than that, ain't too many traits at a lot of prisons in the state of Georgia. Speaking of, ain't too many prisons with a lot of traits that to learn. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? But at the same time, like I say, you got inmates. You know what I'm saying? Well, they get X amount of time, and I could do my time on the phone with my girl, my mama, my kids, this, that, and the third all day. You know what I'm saying? And etc. This shit. And trust me, the inmates ain't complaining about
oh, well, what's going on?
no,
Because they're part of it.
they complain. Like I say, it's a contradictory thing. We complain when certain shit, with certain things we knew that they were supposed to be doing, they didn't do.
Right,
We do complain, but at the same time, like I say, it's real contradictory because it's like when they don't do what they supposed to do, it leaves room open for us to do what we want to do.
right, absolutely.
Y'all don't give a fuck if we in here smoking weed, doing this, that, and the third. So by y'all not caring, y'all not coming in the door to check on us to see what we got going on.
Mm-hmm.
So long as they not coming in the door to check on us to see what we got going on, I can stay on the phone all day without worrying about nobody catching me and taking my phone. You know what I'm saying? My weed or this, that, and the third. And you know, we might be in the room shooting dice in the room for ramen noodle soups and honey buns. I ain't gotta worry about the officer coming in here talking about some, oh, gambling is illegal, give me the food, this, that, the third. We ain't gotta worry about that. Because we know they don't care, so we know they ain't coming. You got certain officers that just monkey that'll come in there, but for the most part, it's not a lot of them. You feel what I'm saying? It's not a lot of them. So,
Right.
you know, hey, will it help? As far, I mean, we always gotta be realistic. You know what I'm saying? We always gotta be realistic what world we live in. You always gotta be realistic on about how about the human mind works.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it. When these officers are getting a job, you know, regardless of what rules are implemented, it's a job.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what this is. It's a damn job. Some of the officers might have a brother or sister, somebody that's locked up, incarcerated themselves.
Right.
You feel like they feel the struggle of the inmates that's in there and allow a lot of stuff to slide. Allow a lot of stuff to slide because they always thinking back in their head, shit, well, that was my brother. Well,
Right.
and on top of that, they also go look at it like this: shit, this is a job. Y'all only paying me X amount of money an hour, a salary. You feel what I'm saying? It is not enough for me to get by. So this dude come to me and talking about some, look, he got $500. He got $600, $100 to go get me a small ass little touchscreen phone for Walmart, and the other $500 for me to keep in my pocket.
Right.
That one trip right there is almost one whole week's of work. Just for one little trip, they finna go do it. So you know, like I say, like, you know, we gotta be realistic. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying there's no way to make the system better. You know what I'm saying? I don't have those answers.
Right.
I don't have those answers because me myself being in those shoes when we was in there. You know what I'm saying? In the state of Georgia, we liked the officers that let shit slide. We liked the officers that ain't trying to come on the floor and bother us. And not
Right.
like the officers that would not come on the floor and do their job. Stay in the booth. Stay in the booth and go to sleep for all we care. Because now we can do what we want to do. Now we can
Right.
do what we want to do. Because like I say, I can't speak on the other state, but in the state of Georgia, is flooded with phones. It's flooded with cigarettes. It's flooded with weed. It's flooded with all type of drugs. You know what I'm saying? So people are in there doing all type of stuff. People are in there doing all type of stuff. And how can they do that if they got the officers that's gonna come on the floor and implement the rules? They can't. They can't.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now the negative part to it is this: you do have some people in there that really works on their case, that really studies the law and is trying to fight their case and get out. Those the ones that fill out the forms to go to law library and try to get out of prison. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, those individuals is that they only allow them to go probably once a week. You know what I'm saying? They only allow them to go once, so they only able to get so much done. You know what I'm saying? If they don't have nobody out there on the road,
Charles, can you hear me?
that's helping them, they only get so much.
Okay, that's
Yes, I can
better.
hear you.
Okay, it like cut out for a second. Go for it. What were you saying about the law library?
You got certain individuals that really goes to the law library and work on their cases. They feel like they could get some time knocked off or get their whole case overturned. This, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? The negative issue when it comes to them is that, you know, they only allowed to go to the law library once a week, probably sometimes at the most twice a week. So they only allow, and they only going for an hour at a time. So they only allow to get a certain amount done.
Right.
Only allowed to get a certain amount done. So, you know, it's like I feel like, and it's and they ain't not no. I feel like they should give those individuals more opportunity to go up there to the law library. And I don't want to hear that they can't. They doing what they can, because listen, I done been to the law library. It's not a lot of people in there, so you're not gonna tell me y'all overcrowded. You're not gonna tell me the library is overcrowded with inmates working on their cases. No, the fuck is not. I go
Right.
to the law library in Dooley State Prison, Macon State Prison, Archer State Prison, Coffee State Prison. Every time I go to the law library, it's 5 to 10 people max in there. 5 to 10 people max. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, it be overcrowded. We ain't got enough room. We can't fit everybody in. Yes, you can. Yes,
Right.
you can. But what it is certain activities that goes on in the system why they do that. They don't do it because it's overcrowded. They do it because it's certain activities and certain people okay, boom. If I'm somebody, if I'm in prison and I got some weed for sale, and I stay on this side of the prison, the east side of the prison, and there's somebody on the west side of the prison trying to get it, and we have no way. I have no way to get to him to get him his weed and get my money from him. What people do, they fill out law library forms and they meet up at the law library to make the exchange. It's activities like that why they implement those rules, but they always trying to holler, oh, they be crowded. That's not the issue. Stop lying. That's not the issue. Y'all know what the issue is, and y'all don't know how to stop the issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know how to stop the issue. So y'all come up with bullshit excuses like it's overcrowded to keep people from being able to go up to the law library X amount of times a week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So once again, fall back to the contradictory situation. It goes back and forth. You know what I'm saying? It's partially our fault and it's their fault too. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They're not doing a full thorough job to ensure that those that want to go to the law library have the ability to go, and and even though, like I say, it's our fault because we got certain inmates who go up there for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? That's y'all. This is y'all job.
Right.
This is y'all job. If you have inmates come up there for the wrong reasons, find a way to stop it. Find a way to stop it. People are in prison for breaking the law, not doing the right thing. So why the hell you think everybody in prison for to do the right thing? Don't think because people came to prison, they for to do the right thing, so we could just sit back and let the prison run itself. No, that's not how it works. If you want the prison to run itself, this is a system that's full of criminals. Some of the worst criminals at the same, not to mention. You know what I'm saying? So if you want this to be ran the right way, find this your job. Find a way to at least limit what you can
Right.
to stop what you can stop. This is what your job. This is what you getting paid for. This is what the state paying you for. The government paying you to do, ain't it? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's why I say it's both. It's both parties' fault. The inmates and the guards and wardens and sergeants. It's everybody's fault. It's everybody's
Right.
fault why the situations like the law library is the way it is. It's the way it is.
Right.
And it go both ways. Cause I don't see situations. I don't see situations where people who go to the law library for the right reasons all the time. And get what they got to make a trip to go make some money. So get what they use the law library.
But don't you think that that kind of like messes up the whole like their opportunity, the people that actually want to go to the law library and try to get themselves out by studying their case and studying these laws, but you have other people like you said going there to do business. You know what I mean? It kind of
It
messes it
does.
up for them.
It does messes it up. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole point. It does messes it up. You know what I'm saying? Because of those situations, they people who go up there are only allowed to go up there 2 times at the most a week. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? They only allowed to go up there 2 times a week. So, but at the same time, it be on both parts because not only do you have people that's going up there for the wrong reason, I don't seen situations where people who goes up there to the La Berry for the right reasons, they got a situation where they need to make a drop themselves, and they use the La Berry for the wrong reasons. But the guards never expect them to do this, and they never get caught for doing it because the guards know, or why they come up here. They know they come up here to actually work on their case and this, that, and the third. So when they actually come up there for the wrong reason, the guard don't see it.
Right.
The guards don't never see it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Because this is not somebody they expect to do that.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It's not somebody not expect to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to talk down on the prison system on inmates in the prison system. Like, niggas ain't trying to get out. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't trying to. I'm not, and you know what I'm saying. And I'm not. I'm just like I say. I'm the type where I'm always gonna keep it 100 with it.
That's right.
If
That's
somebody
right.
don't like what I got to say, don't listen.
Exactly. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always keep it 100. The prison system is corrupted, but at the same time, inmates benefits from the corruption.
Right.
But the thing is, the bad part is about it is that inmates benefit so much from the corruption that they lose sight of the fact that they should be fighting their case and trying to get out,
Mm-hmm.
and things like that, and they get comfortable with being in the and doing the time that they was given.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I was a victim to that. When I caught my case, you know what I'm saying? I was already told, okay, boom, armed robbery mandatory. You go do those 12 years. So I never thought to go in there and see if you know there's a loophole in my case and I can get it overturned. I just accepted the fact, okay, boom, 12 years. It is what it. That's what I got to do.
Right.
That's what I got to do. No, and I used to pray all the time. God ain't gonna make me do all this time. God ain't gonna make me do all this time. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was in there doing things I had no business doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to accept at that time. And as time went on, I started realizing, like, damn, I might really have to do all these 12 years. You know, I've been praying to God. And the reason why, and towards the end of my bid, it dawned on me why. Cause like I say, I believed it in my heart when I caught it. God not gonna make me do all these 12 years. That's a lot of time. Like, damn, I'm only 17 damn years old.
Right.
What made me do all this time? I believed it in my heart. But as the time went on, and it seemed like there was no change in that, I started realizing, damn, God really gonna make me do all this time? And I started thinking bigger, like, why would He really make me do all this time? And I realized because I wasn't ready.
Right.
Even though after 4, 5 years, 6, 7 years, I wanted to get out of prison. God knew, boy, you ain't ready to go back to those streets. Look at you still running off in there. You locked up for armed robbery. You just ran off in this man's room and robbed this man for a phone.
Right.
You ain't ready to go back to the street. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I realized that's why God made me do the full 12 years. Because all those times I kept telling myself I'm ready to go home, ready to go home. I wasn't ready to go home. I still had that mentality. I still had that thought capacity to not thought capacity, but I still had that type of mentality where, you know, nigga, it's a thug life. You know what I'm saying? I'm a street nigga. This, that, and the third. I'm a hood nigga. Well,
Right.
whatever people use now. You know what I'm saying? I had that mentality. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, after 12 years, I finally came home, and it's like I'm from the street. I'm from the hood. I'm from the trenches. I could go back anytime I want. I ain't even go cap. Sometimes I still go by the projects and go kick it and kick shit with my homeboys though.
Right.
But as far as really being in the streets, man, I mean, fuck that. I did too much time to risk my life like that again.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Nigga, I'm for the come to work every day. You know what I'm saying? Get this money this way, save my money, invest in the business. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother is in me, my brother, and my sister, we don't put our money together. We for to open up another store in Jacksonville, Florida. We for to move up to the Jacksonville, Florida for the franchise. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm on now. That's what my mind on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Getting this bag, but getting it legally.
Mm-hmm.
Getting it
Salute.
legally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? No, I'm not. I can't go back. I'd be a fool to go back. If I go back, then I'm. I wouldn't. I really, honestly, I wouldn't even want my family to waste time on me.
Right.
I wouldn't even want my family to waste time because they don't. In my family and some of my friends, I ain't even gonna sit here and count. Cause you know you got people that like when they go to prison, everybody forget about it. A lot of people do forget about you, but I can only count on one hand, but it's a few people that throughout my bed since day one, man, they roll with me. They roll with me.
Right.
Outside of them, like man, I'm like, man, the people that invested so much time and put so much hope in me, you know, throughout those 12 years for me to come home and go back and do the same shit.
Right.
And like when I got home, I tested niggas. I tested them. Like, boy, man, look, see, I'm home. I'm fucked up, but put me on. Well, yeah, you know I know what's going on, but put me on. That's what niggas said. Man, you just came home, boy. Take that shit one day at a time. Take this shit one day at a time. I said, okay, you really fuck with me. You feel say you just won't fuck with me just to be like, boy, I got a dog that locked up. You feel say this got a third, or I can get a con, or this, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no clout type shit. You know what I'm saying? You really fuck with me. You feel say? Cause I came home, you in a position to help me get good money, fast money, the illegal way. And when I approach you, be like, boy, you got me fucked up, boy. I ain't doing that. If you
Right. Right.
they tell me straight, boy, if you go do that, you gotta find a way to get it on your own. I'm not gonna put it in your hand. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so so those individuals, I value their friendship. You know what I'm saying? Because they showed me like they really want the best for me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't individual ain't got to call me every day and talk to me every day for me to feel like you fuck with me or you got love for me. No, I just feel like no. Anytime I'm around the individual, I interact with you. You know what I'm saying? You keep that shit solid with me. That's all I ask. Any individual. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that shit 100 with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, hey,
That's that. Hey, Charles, you hit everything, bro. You took the interview yourself. I'm glad you did because a couple days ago I got my wisdom teeth taken out, and this side's a little swollen still. I got all four taken out, bro, and I was on chipmunk mode, and I
yeah,
can
I
I
already
can
know
barely
it
talk.
hurt.
Yeah, it hurts, and like the side of my cheek yesterday, the stitches were like I don't know what happened, but it was all bleeding and stuff, and it's all swelled up today. So I mean, I'm glad you took the bull by the horns and you took it, bro, and you hit every topic, and I appreciate you for for taking out your time because I know you're at work and stuff, but you honestly spoke the real of what goes on inside prison and especially the Georgia prison. You hit every topic because I've interviewed people, mostly a lot of people that been incarcerated and still are incarcerated,
Mhm.
and they didn't give me like the juice that you gave me. Uh, you know what I mean? And I appreciate that because that takes a lot. Some people don't like talking about all that. Um, but Charles, I want to do a part two, and I want to